Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today we are reviewing the new Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealers. And I picked up two shades. I picked up a corrector shade and then an actual kind of brightener concealer shade. So we're gonna be testing this out. I'll be showing you a demonstration of both of the concealers, and then I will be sharing my final thoughts at the end of the video. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today and clicking on my video. If you are new to my channel, I'd love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad, and let's just get right into this video. So like I said, we are reviewing two of the new Fenty Beauty brighteners, and let me just say, when I first saw this launch, I said, okay, that's kind of cute. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Then I saw Rihanna demo them, and I was like, I need them, and I need two, not just one. So let's talk a little bit about the product. First of all, I really like the packaging. So it is a squeezy tube for the packaging, and then when you take the cap off, you have this round shaped tip that you could use to apply it, but I wouldn't suggest that. But it is a nice, cool looking tip of the concealer pen, or the concealer tube, I should say. I did pick up two shades. So I picked up the shade Peach, and I also picked up the shade Honey. So I picked up Peach as a corrector shade, and then the shade Honey as an actual brightener shade. So these concealers do retail for $25. We get a total of 10 milliliters of product, or 0.34 fluid ounces of product. There are a total of 16 shades, and there are also some corrector shades, as well as there are some actual brightener shades. The shade Peach, which is a corrector shade, is going to be described as peach to brighten and color correct light, medium to medium deep skin tones. And then the shade Honey is described as warm neutral for medium to medium deep skin tones. If you are unsure of which shade you should get, because obviously with the actual Pro Filter Longwear Concealer, there are 50 shades of those. Based on what Rihanna said and how they formulated these shades, they were able to make these shades suitable for all 50 of their foundation shades. So if you're on the Sephora website or the Fenty Beauty website and you're not sure of which corrector you should get or which brightener you should get, if you scroll through the pictures, you'll see an actual breakdown, and it'll say find your perfect bright fix, and it'll say, if you fall between shades 255 to shades 340, here's an example of it. It says these are the shades that would work for you if you fall between those Pro Filter foundation shades. So I am happy that they broke it down like that, so that it's a no-fail of which one you should get. So what is this? This is an under eye brightener that hydrates, brightens, and conceals with sheer to buildable coverage. It will deliver a no makeup effect and a long wear formula. So the coverage is light, the finish is natural, and it is vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. This also is claiming to be a serum-like texture that will instantly brighten and blur with a crease, humidity, and sweat-resistant formula. And then it contains jojoba oil to help condition the delicate under eye skin, while the Hydra Blend Complex is going to be full of hydrated ingredients that will help to attract and hold moisture to the skin. So when I read up on the, what this product was supposed to be, how it was supposed to work, I was very intrigued by that, especially also with watching Rihanna demo it, because the original Pro Filter concealer was just too drying for my under eyes. It just didn't work for me. So I actually ended up decluttering that concealer, because every time I wore it, I was just like, I don't like my under eye, it's just too dry. So this particular formula is claiming to be much more hydrating, and its biggest claim is brightening and blurring the under eye. So as you can see from the demonstration, when we apply the peach shade, that peach shade really is a corrector shade. And although I don't have the most dramatic dark circles under my eyes, I definitely feel like I have them, especially now that I'm not getting a ton of sleep these days. And I really liked how that peach shade went in and really brightened the under eye. I used my finger to blend out the concealer because the formula is very lightweight. So here is a swatch of the peach shade right here. And as you can see, just from me blending it, it is quite sheer in its formulation. You can, I mean, I'm almost blending this into my skin right now. So it is a very sheer, blendable formula, but it blends so well that it also is quite buildable as well. So as you can see, I went in, blended this right into my skin real time, as you all saw it. The finish is quite natural. Like, as you can see, there's really no tact here from it blending into the skin. So this is also a formula that if you don't like to set your concealer, I don't think you'll have to set it unless you have, you know, more oily skin and that's what you prefer to do to make sure the product lasts on your skin. But I have more normal-like skin. So a lot of times if I don't have to set something on no makeup days, I won't set it. So this is a formula that I don't feel I have to set. I went and set it today because I typically do set my concealers, but it just blended right into my skin, and then I went in with my damp beauty sponge to blend it out. After I blended out the peach shade, I went in with the shade Honey to brighten. What I also liked about the peach shade is that I feel like if I didn't want to add the honey shade, I didn't have to, but I also didn't want my face to look a little, you know, I didn't want the peach shade to be overly pronounced as peach. So that's why I got the honey shade. Here is the honey shade. And initially when I was blending it out, I was like, oh my gosh, is this too light? But it blended out really, really nicely. And so as you can see, this is blending really nicely into the skin, and it definitely brightens. I mean, the brightening effect was like, I've got 10 hours of sleep when I did not. I really, really, really liked how this just brought so much life to my face. I am here for these. Like, this was a product that I was not going to buy. I'm so glad I bought it. So glad I bought it, because I definitely see me incorporating these concealers or correctors and brighteners into my routine when I want those no makeup looks. But I also feel like I would incorporate these when I want to wear a more glam look, but I want my base to be as flawless as can be. I love the peach shade for, like I said, going on ahead and brightening those dark circles under my eyes. And then the honey shade, I feel like is more of like a concealer shade that's gonna really just brighten that area. I went in initially with the Eaze Drop Tinted Moisturizer, and I have come to really enjoy this. When I initially reviewed this, I was like, this is nice. I gotta play with it some more because it's not like how I thought it was gonna be. I've been playing around with it some more, and I really, really do enjoy it. And I feel that these two products together pair perfectly with each other. And that's what Rihanna said. She said, we made these correctors and these concealers to be lightweight, provide light coverage so that they can work very well when you want those no makeup days. So you want to put on a light base like the Eaze Drop Tinted Moisturizer, or any other tinted moisturizer that you might have, or any other lightweight foundation that you might have. And so it pairs perfectly. When I'm looking at my face overall, I feel like my face looks so put together, and I didn't have to put a lot of effort into what I did. Let me show you the swatches of the two concealers side by side so that you can see what they look like. So here is the peach shade, and this is the corrector shade, and then this is the honey shade, which is more of your brightener shade. And as you can see, the peach shade is not overly peach. You know, it's not so peach that I don't think you couldn't wear it alone depending on your complexion. For me, I really do enjoy concealers that do have a peach undertone, because I like that it acts as a corrector and a concealer all in one. But I'm also really happy that I picked up the brightener shade. I love the way that my under eye looks. I feel like it looks so, like I said, it just looks so brightened. And I have had these concealers on for 6 hours. So not a total 8 hours, but we've made it through a good chunk of the day. Looking up close, I think that area looks so nice. So I'm looking up so you can see my under eye area. Remember, I also put it, you know, around my nose, down the T-zone as well. And I feel like this, I am really shocked. I did go in and lightly set my under eye with the Kosas Cloud Setting Powder, and I have it in the shade Pillowy. And I just, you know, I set it my whole T-zone. I feel like it has held up very nicely for 6 hours of wear. I feel like if I were to check back in another 2 hours, we're gonna be looking just like this. Because although the formulation is a hydrating formulation, it is not overly dewy. It's not even satin-like, but it is definitely not drying, which I really enjoy. I really like how my under eye looks. I think it looks very natural. Like, you can't really tell that I have anything under my eye. My under eye just looks so nice and brightened. So I am here for these products. I definitely recommend these products, honestly, for all skin types, because if you have dry skin, this has a hydrating formula. I do not feel it under my eye, so I don't feel like if you have dry skin, this is going to accentuate that dryness or make you feel like it's not hydrating enough. Definitely, if you have dry skin and you've tried this and it hasn't worked for you, sound off in the comment section so we know. I don't have dry skin, so I can't attest to it from experience, but I do have normal skin, and this feels like nothing under the eye. And the fact that I went in with 2 products and used, I feel like, a decent amount of both of them, I do not feel like I have anything under my eyes at all. Normal skin, I think it's gonna be great. And then combination oily, the formula is once again hydrating, but look, there's no dew, there's no crazy extra, you know, shine coming through that I feel would make someone who does have oily skin go, no, that is not the product that I want because it's too oily or anything like that. I really think this is a product that could be for anyone who likes that lighter buildable coverage. So if you're someone who likes that fuller coverage concealer, I don't think one of these concealers would cover your under eye area to your liking, but I do think you could potentially use one of the correctors and, you know, start a good foundation for covering up your dark circles or anything under your eyes that you want to cover, and then go in with your preferred concealer to get that maximum coverage. But I think this product is really great, and I definitely think they are worth the try if you are interested in them. Definitely happy that I have both of them, and I can definitely tell you that I will be using both of them together because I really, really like this overall look. And I love both of these correctors with this Eaze Drop foundation. I think they pair perfectly with each other, and I know that they'll also work with any other tinted moisturizer that I have because they're light in texture, light in the look of it, but they still get the job done. So I think Fenty knocked this one out of the park. This is the concealer I actually have been waiting for. So thank you, Fenty. Thank you. Let me know your thoughts on the correctors and the brighteners. What do you guys think? Did they perform the way that you were thinking they would perform? Is it something that you're interested in? Sound off in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.